Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the SCROOGE channel. Here's another video of bias prediction analysis for new week of high time frames like weekly and daily to understand what kind of trades for me are more valid. Of course, to find the good targets on high time frame side, where is the what is the direction for the price, where is the possible target for this direction. And of course, again, it's everything on weekly and daily chart. Analysis of few Forex pairs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and gold. Okay, as always, let's start from Euro, weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we can see clear short trend, work with imbalances. The last move, we can see there was fulfillment of the weekly imp, and after that, continuation of the trend. So still, of course, it's valid. On the weekly chart, unfortunately, at this moment, I don't see any good zone for continuation. But of course, because of high time frame short, my target for this week is the previous week low. So for me, weekly bias is short. Let's check daily chart. Maybe I'll find any good zone there. Okay, on daily chart, we can see clear order flow. So clear short trend, clear short direction. Again, target is the same for this week. But on daily chart, I can see a good zone for possible correction of the long and also a good possible trigger for short continuation. So it's this swing high. Probably there is a lot of liquidity, so price probably wants to collect. I mean, price needs more fuel to continue short trend, so it's just a correctional move to collect this liquidity. And after they confirm, I think there will be a perfect short continuation to our target as previous week low. So it's my scenario for this week on Euro, and it means that daily and weekly buys for me is short. That means short trades for me are more valuable. But also I can look for local longs to my target there. But it's the only target for this week for possible long trades. Okay, GBP weekly chart. Okay, so the same, we can see clear short trend. About the targets, of course, the first target, because of clear short high time frame. First target, of course, is previous week low. Next targets we can see there. So, of course, like previous week low, it's the first target for this week. We can see next target there. Possible zone for correction. We can see the price left a weekly imbalance. So on weekly chart, we can see clear down for a good for correctional move and continuation of the trend from there. About the daily chart, also we can see that price left a liquidity before this imbalance, this swing high. So again, it will be a good trigger for short continuation after test of this weekly imbalance and sweep of this daily liquidity. So my scenario is again a correctional move to this area of this imbalance, sweep of this daily liquidity, confirm, and of course after that continuation of the short to our targets lower. So daily and weekly buys for me is short trades for me are more valuable, but also again I can see enough information for possible correctional move on long to possible targets. So if I will see enough information on local timeframes, I can look for local long. But my main idea, of course, is continuation of the short from weekly and daily buys. Okay, USD Canadian dollar. Weekly chart. Okay, so finally price achieved our high time frame target, which I know maybe I showed a few times on our bias predictions from this weekly imbalance. So finally, after the good rebalance, price achieved our target. So of course it could be trigger for correctional move, but of course because of high time frame, weekly. Of course, I would like to not see the drivers because still we can see clear targets there. But I think at this moment it's a little bit too far, so of course we should wait for more. Price achieved previously high already, so again it could be a good trigger for correctional move. So we need to wait. Main targets are there, so of course I would like to look for continuation of the long. From the weekly chart, possible zone for correction, it's only this low, so only this liquidity, like a possible scenario. So correction to sweep this liquidity and after that continuation of the long. What about daily? Okay, daily is the same, clear long trend. We can see that there was impulsive move, price left daily imbalance. So maybe this daily imbalance is also a good zone for continuation. So second possible scenario is correction to this imbalance and after that continuation of the long to our targets. And of course, like continuation of the long trend to our targets higher. Yeah. Also possible scenario could be that if price will create imbalance there, I mean by this last move, yeah. Also a possible scenario that price will show, for example, continuation of the long tomorrow after the correctional move to this imbalance and continuation of and continuation to our targets higher. Yeah, so three possible scenarios. I think the most valid for me are first and second one. So I will look for them. Like and at the end, maybe it will be the last hope, of course, if price will go lower to sweep this liquidity. Okay, use the GPI, weekly chart. Okay, so clear long trend, yeah. We can see again main target for this whole move, but of course it doesn't mean that it's target for this week, but generally I expect sweep of this liquidity. Clear long trend. Let's analyze last move. Okay, so we can see test of weekly imbalance. Inside weekly imbalance, we can see weekly sweep of liquidity, so it's a perfect trigger for long continuation to our target. In this case, of course, my first target is previously high, the next one is there, and main target is there. Let's check daily because it's also important. Okay, in daily chart there is a different picture because we can see high time frame sweep of liquidity and kind of reverse there, but still we can see that price collected high time frame liquidity. Also, price tested the high time frame zone there. So again, it's a good trigger, but also we can see that price left a daily imbalance there. So at this moment, it's very important point. Two scenarios for me. If price will show us again short reaction, of course, probably it's continuation of the short. I mean from this imbalance. But if price will ignore this imbalance and close, for example, there, it's a perfect confirm, like inversion of this area, perfect confirm for continuation of the long to our targets higher. So localization is not clear at all, but generally I can see scenarios, I can see the plan for myself, so it's enough for me to work there. Okay, gold. Weekly chart. Okay, and weekly chart is clear long, clear, of course, long trend. About the targets, of course, my first target is previously week high. Next one is there. This clear equal highs. About the zone for correction loop, I don't see any. So I think we should find the zones on daily chart. Okay, daily chart is the same, clear long trend. Also, we can see that price tested imbalance there. made a fulfillment of small imbalance there, so it's a perfect high time frame trigger for long continuation. So of course, my idea is continuation of the long from those imbalances to our targets higher. Like high time frame is already clear. It's just again question about your entry. So like from high time frame side, station for me is clear in my opinion. Clear targets, clear zone, just to synchronize it with lower time frame. Okay, Bitcoin from the weekly chart. Like this long move was clear because again, Priestley bias prediction again clear after a sweep of this high time frame liquidity and test of this weekly imbalance. We can see the price finally achieved all-time high. So Priestley bias prediction was successful. At this moment, price achieved all-time high, so of course we should wait for more information. But generally, of course, if price won't show an impulsive reaction, we just need to work with local stations for local maybe continuation. I mean, if price will ignore this sweep of all-time high, but if price, of course, will show us an impulsive short move, I think it's information that for us that we should wait because price could make a reverse, price could make a correctional move, so we should be careful with longs, with our long trades. From the daily chart, again the same high time frame liquidity collection, confirm clear target, as we can see on Monday's open price just made a fulfillment of daily imbalance and after that continuation of the long to our target. So very technical, but at this moment I don't see any targets. So of course, as I said, we need to wait for the reaction after liquidity collection of all-time high. If price won't show any impulsive reaction, of course, again, we can work with local stations for local longs. If price will show us any impulsive reaction, again, it's information for us that we should be careful because at any moment price could start a correctional move or even make a reverse on short side. Yeah, so on Bitcoin, situation is not clear, but generally context is still long. So weekly and daily bias is long. So for me, it means that long trades for me are more valuable. Okay, about Ethereum, weekly chart. There was again perfect trigger for long continuation. Sweep of liquidity, test of weekly imbalance. We can see clear targets there. So weekly bias for me is long. About the daily, okay, price made the reverse there, but again we can see that against this move is this short imbalance, and looks like price has some troubles with this imbalance. But still, last move we can see the price made the fulfillment, so I think it's a good trigger for long continuation. So for this week, my first target, of course, is Priestley week high, and the next target is there. But of course, if price will show us any reaction from this liquidity, again, it's like information for us that we should be careful. Maybe price wants to go lower, so this target will be valid only after we'll see that price is interested in it. Yeah, if price will ignore this one. If price will ignore liquidity collection of this target, of course, there is clear way to this target. After that, to this target, and of course, finally to all-time high. But always we should be focused, careful with the chart, with reactions. Okay, so it's all. Thank you for watching. Wish you a profitable week. Be careful in the charts, follow your rules, and see you on the next bias prediction.